Here's our number for the day.
Okay, so gonna answer some questions. It's early in the morning. I'm on my third cup. Jesus. What was big in my head? I didn't even realize how big that was until I saw it on camera. Okay. Well, I'm on my third cup of water. And we're gonna start. It's kind of fun because I feel like all of the questions kind of go together. Yeah, they kind of do. It's fun, so we're gonna have fun. Here we go. Lfergy313 asks. She asks a three-parter, and she asks, "What supplements, if any, do you take? How did you reward yourself as you were losing weight? BTW, you deserve the boost. And did you have people who didn't believe you could lose weight, and if so, how did you handle that?" And then she said, "Sorry for all the questions. Girl, no problem, and happy birthday early." Thank you. Okay. Supplements. Let's talk about that. Viactive, calcium supplements. I don't like the chocolates, so I have not been taking those. I like the caramel. I tried the chocolates because they were out of caramel, so I need to remember to put this on my list and get rid of this. Okay, look, ibuprofen. I live on this stuff because of the fibro and the working out. But anyway, I take fish oil. I take a hair, skin, and nails vitamin B complex. I take a super B complex. And I do that because my hair started to fall out, but actually that's gone away. And I've read since then that your hair reflects you 6 months ago. So my hair started falling out right about 6 months after I started doing Weight Watchers. And I don't think that had to do with eating less. I think that I was at such an unhealthy point in my life that caused me to be like, I need to change this. That's actually what was happening. So, but I take the hair, skin, and nails, and my nails are much, much thicker and amazing. But that's also because instead of a multivitamin, I take a prenatal vitamin. Not because I'm having a baby, but this is the prenatal vitamin that works best for me. I mean, the multivitamin that works best for me. It just happens to be a prenatal vitamin. I talked to a doctor about that a long time ago, and so that's what I take. Cayenne fruit. I love this stuff. It just makes me feel like I'm burning more, and that's probably because it's burning inside, but whatever. And I take the cranberry chew for UTI health because I'm prone to that crap. So there you go. Those are my supplements, vitamins. Okay. Then she said, "How did you reward yourself as you lost weight?" Okay. I am very big on the reward not just being about weight. It has to be about behavior. So I had a lot of expensive rewards going on. And when I say expensive, they weren't really actually expensive so much. But, I mean, at the time we were, two people worked and we had more money. And this is how I did it. If, in the very beginning, if I worked out 3 times a week, for 2 weeks, I would go get my nails done because my nails lasted 2 weeks. So that was one thing I would do. And I felt like that was important because even though you're making the right choices, you're still big. And so I wanted something to make me feel put together and pretty, and having my nails done does that. So, and it's just kind of spoiling. It's like, yeah, and that had nothing to do with the number on the scale. I was getting my nails done if I worked out 3 times a week for 30 minutes each or more each time consistently. Okay. If I did it for a month, not only did I get my nails done twice, but I bought a book on my Kindle. Okay. I did that for like the first 6 months. Then I joined a gym, and the gym was expensive. So I was like, all right, I'm not buying the book on Kindle anymore because 1, I don't have time to read them because I'm working out, and 2, because I'm paying for the gym. And also, I think I started getting gel nails, not the like on top of my real nails. So I started to do that, and that lasted like 3 to 4 weeks. So I started only doing it once a month. Anyway, my 50-pound reward was this. My 50-pound reward was a Love purse by Susan Nicole Vegan Handbags. And what's fun about that, it was like $100, which I never spend that kind of money on stuff. But I had fallen in love with it like a year before in hot pink. And then they came out with the purple, and I was like, oh my god, I want it. That's my 50-pound reward. And that's what I did. And then I happened to make a comment on their Facebook page and say, like, ooh, like, because they were giving away one of them. And I was like, oh my god, I just ordered mine. It's sitting in a box. I haven't even looked at it because I have 3 more pounds before I can have it. It's my 50-pound reward. And they went to my Facebook page, and my Facebook page had a little tagline that said, it said, on a mission to lose 110 pounds. So they were like, well, listen, if you lose your 110 pounds and let us know, you can have any bag you want for free. What? That's awesome. So I had planned to have a 50-pound reward, a 75-pound reward, and a 100-pound reward. My 50-pound reward was my purse. My 75-pound reward was supposed to be something like completely ridiculous, but I fell in love with Zumba, and because I was already paying for the gym and all this other stuff, I was like, well, that's going to be my reward. So I bought a Zumba package, and the rest is history. And then for my 100-pound, I just switched it to 110, and I got this purse for free from them. I love this purse. That's my 110-pound bag. It's all studded and beautiful. And then my lifetime reward was supposed to be, was one of the things I was throwing around was an iPad. But what I found was I really like my purses, one, because I use them every day, and they're on the outside. They're like visible no matter what. Yeah, I would use my iPad every day, but it's like more a private me thing. And I really love my purses because when people say, oh my god, that's such a cute bag, I go, thank you, it's my 50-pound bag. And then they go, what are you talking about? Like, it's like what? And I get to tell them the story. And I have told the story to so many people about my 50-pound bag and my 110-pound bag that like so many people, then they want to see before pictures, and then when they see the before pictures, they want to know how I did it, and then when they see how I did it, they join Weight Watchers. So I've had several people join Weight Watchers because I chose my bags, and that's when I was like, you know what? I really want something like I can use every day that will be something I love and happens to draw attention. And that's when I was like, you know what? I never spend this much on shoes. I have not spent over $100, not even near. Well, my running shoes were $80, but like $100 on a pair of shoes, and now I want a pair that's like $180, and that's just ridiculous. But I want them, and they're my lifetime reward. I'm only gonna make lifetime once, you know. So I think I'm saving up for them. My mom's gonna give me money for my birthday and everything else, and eventually I'm gonna have those shoes because I want them. And then when people go, those are some shoes, I'm gonna say those are my lifetime shoes, and tell the story, and hopefully get more people to change their lives. That's amazing. So that's how I lost. That's how I rewarded myself on the way down. Did anyone not think I could lose the weight and how to handle it? Okay. My banana, who was so supportive and I love so much, was just like, maybe you should set a more realistic goal. I don't know if 110 pounds is something. Maybe you should wait till you get to like 150 and see how you feel about stopping. And I was like, no, I'm just going to do it. And she was like, okay. And there were other people who I would mention it to, and they'd be like, okay. And it was just like, you know what? F you. You're going to see. And it almost was like a fire under my ass. And I went to a doctor. By this time, I had already lost like 25 pounds. Yeah. And I went to a doctor, and my labs were real fucked up, and they wanted to do a liver biopsy, but he wanted me to try to lose 20 pounds first. And I was like, oh, I'm going to lose 100 pounds, because at that time, no, I was like, oh, yeah. At that time, it was still just 100 I was aiming for. I was like, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. And he was like, why don't you just focus on 20? Okay. So, and I know that they say, like, look at the little goals because those are more achievable. And that's fine. And I did. I was really excited about my 5%, my 10%, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look, another 10%. And on my blog, I had these little fish that, like, represented 10%, 10%. And I would, like, let them go into the ocean and stuff like that. But the truth is, and Mandy just said, like, she got to her goal and then felt like she could quit. And people say that all the time. Like, they get to where they want to be, and it's like, well, or where their first big goal, and it's like, oh, look. No, my mindset from the beginning has been on the 110 pounds. It's been way down there. Yeah, it's fun to celebrate. Yeah, it's fun to get a purse. Yeah, it's fun to get my nails done. But I haven't gotten where I want to go until I get to that. And I got to go back to him. I was supposed to go back like a month later, and then something happened, and I was supposed to go back in December, and something happened, and I didn't get to go back to him until I had lost 75 pounds. And at 75 pounds, according to the doctor's chart, it was more like 90 with Weight Watchers. So I go back, and he's looking at my chart, and he walks, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he like closes it, and he like shuffles charts, and he's like, "What's your name?" And I tell him my name, and he opens it, and he goes, "You were here in September." And I was like, "Yep." And he was like, "You've lost some weight." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I've lost 75 pounds since the last time I saw you, about 90 altogether." He almost died, and he was like, "You made my day. I don't have to take a piece of your liver, and oh my God, can I take your information so that other patients can tell this can be done?" And it was like, he was a totally different doctor. He treated me completely different. He spoke to me in a completely different way, which sucks, but it's something that I learned dealing with fibromyalgia and arthritis and pain-related things. When you're big, they just want to put it on your weight, and I'm not going to say that a lot of times it isn't that. But for me, it wasn't. And they treat you like, they don't believe that you're exercising. They don't. Like I can't tell you how many times the doctors told me, you can't just sit in bed and you can't just eat on the couch and watch TV. And I'd be like, I've been working out and I've been exercising. And they'd go, well, sitting on the couch doesn't count. And it's like, just because I'm fat doesn't mean I'm not a person, you jackass. You could treat me with a little bit of respect, especially as I'm sitting here sick paying your fucking bills. Anyway. So that was that. And then I'm gonna skip to vickijeanna. Now that you are on maintenance at goal, how do you plan to reward yourself continually? And let me just say, Vicky Jean. I feel like I'm messing up your name, Gina. She has lost 120 pounds. So great, and the fact that I can inspire somebody who's already lost 120 pounds is awesome. So thank you. But she said, now that you are on at maintenance goal, besides the obvious of being rewarded by your weight loss, how do you plan to reward yourself in other ways? I do plan to continue. Well, first of all, my rewards have changed because now it's like the run. Like I love to run. So there's the rock and roll marathon. I want to do the half marathon, and that's like $100 to register and stuff. And I'm doing it, and that for me is a reward. Then, I want a tummy tuck, and so that's going to be a big reward, like saving up for that. Of course, I just feel like maintenance, it's going to, instead of being the amount lost, like my 50-pound bag was like a big reward, my 110-pound bag, I think now it's going to go 6 months, something big, don't know what, 6 months, something big, probably for, I don't know, forever, but for a while, and then it'll be like my 5 years is going to be big. My 10 years is going to be big, So those are the things that I plan on doing for me. I'm thinking that I want to be able to take a trip for my 5 years, or do something amazing for my 1 year, or, you know, like just stuff like that. It will be, I really want to go ape, which is like, it's a aerial, like, course of like bridges and zip cords and climbing. And so that will probably be like my, I would like to see it happen within the next 5 years. That's a reward, because I have to take a plane there, stay in a hotel, and get it done. I want to start visiting YouTubers. I want to start visiting my girls out there, and so that'll probably be like a once a year thing, like taking a plane, going there. So those are like, that's what my big time rewards are now, I hope, and that's the plan, like roughly. And then cj1897 said to me, her question was, do you find it hard to stay on plan around celebrations and holidays? What good tips do you have? How do you handle eating at get-togethers? And I made a little list so that I could keep this going. I just did Thanksgiving and holidays thing. But I did want to mention a couple of more. I don't find it hard to stay on plan because I'm very verbal. Because I'm very verbal. And I'm like, no, bitch. I'm not eating that. And I just make it a joke. It's like, you know, someone's like, oh, you're not going to eat it? It's like, oh, hell no. Do you see this? Not eating that. Thank you. But if not eating is not an option, because, all right, here we go. People say to eat before. This doesn't work for me because, in my opinion, it means I'm using calories. And then if I get there and I wind up eating, it's almost like fitting in a mini meal and then going and eating. And so you wind up eating twice. But if you're going to eat before you go, you want to do it 20 minutes or so before you're going to be in front of all the food. And you want to make it protein based. A boiled egg is really good. A lean meat is really good. You don't want to do an apple. Apples are carbs and sugar, and they get the gastric juices flowing, and they tell you, "Ooh, I'm hungry." That wasn't enough to unless an apple is big enough and going to satisfy you. They're just getting you revved and ready to eat. So then you get there and you're like, "I want real food." So make sure it's protein based. That's one. Two. I don't eat places. I mean, it's not that I never do, but like I don't feel obligated to eat when I visit people, and they get it now because it's like my mom got a little upset a couple times early on. She gets it now. I'm not being ugly. I'm not doing anything against you. I'm sticking up for me. I drink coffee with just Splenda, and I drink ass loads of water. Water. Okay. But that's not really an option for like holiday get-togethers because you're there like all freaking day. So in that case, you want to eat lean, clean, and honestly. What I mean by that is stick to the salads, the vegetables, the lean meat. When you're going there, be honest with yourself. You don't have to eat crap because you're going to a holiday celebration. And if there's two different desserts, if there's pecan pie that you know usually makes you like go nuts and want to eat more and more and more, and that's going to lead to sweet potatoes, and that's going to lead to candy, and that's going to lead to this, and that's going to lead to that, and then tomorrow you're not going to be able to stop. Don't eat the pecan pie. Have the pumpkin pie because it's sweet and it's okay, but it's not your favorite. It's not going to like click that switch in your brain. So honest, lean, clean, and honest is my big thing. And also, while it might be a little late for you guys to do it for Thanksgiving, it's not too late to do it for the holiday season. This is a big deal. Eat clean. Eat clean every day. Eat as much fresh, raw, lightly cooked, steamed, stir-fried in minimal oil, just a little bit of olive oil. Eat clean food. Because when you eat clean food constantly, you don't crave all the crap. And it doesn't even taste good. Half of it will taste oily. The other half will be too sweet. Some of it will be too salty. It's like when you really are in touch with your senses and you're eating clean, all of that garbage is not tasty. So that's a big deal. The second thing is that when you eat really clean and really good, and then you go and you have a heavy meal, your tummy's not okay with that. Your tummy hurts, and it lets you know that that was not okay. So that's my tips. And if you want the rest, go check out the my weight loss tips for Thanksgiving and the holidays video that I sent you in a message. Alright, those were the questions for today. Tomorrow's questions. Oh, I'll just do Holly 105 real quick. Can Canada enter? Yeah, Canada can, and I entered you just now. Tomorrow's going to be Christine Vlogs. Protecting myself. And Psycho Sprinkles. Yay! Alright guys, here's the rest of the food.
Breakfast is oh my god, these are so good. White chocolate strawberry yoplait. So good. With walnuts. As I upload a video that's fighting me, it's yesterday's food vlog, and I plan the questions I'm going to answer and make sure my thoughts are all gathered. Having a snack, cup of grapes. Yum. Having a salad with Asian dressing by Kraft's, a boiled egg, some salt and pepper. So good. So ridiculously good. Having 100-calorie pack of cocoa roast almonds. And I think I'm going to have them with a cup of almond milk. It's going to be so yummy. I know you're jealous. No, I'm just joking. Alright, I'm off to eat my almonds.
He just lets me love him like I want to love an animal, you know?
Carrots and wasabi. So flippin' yum. It's sick. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And I've never tried this kind before. I just like missed. Woo! Okay. It's the pineapple upside down cake yogurt. And I have my walnuts in it. And look, my subscriptions. Gonna go check out and see what Davey's talking about. Oh, Ash did her hair. Look at all you guys. Anyway, that's what the food vlog's about. Dinner is microwavably. It's like it's a Green Giant microwave steamers thing, potatoes and snow peas, and a chicken and apple and Gouda sausage. It's 140 calories, and that's 40 calories. So I think I'm gonna have a salad, but that's when I come back from working out. This is gonna be before. So there we go. Tonight we're going caramel to finish the world off. Yay!